Ruse Radio.
You know what? No, I'll call myself out. I will say there was a point in time where I hated on and like disliked. Like I want to say I didn't dislike him, but I know I was immaturely, just like enviously like. Well, not even, I wasn't envious yet because I truly thought that these people were garbage, right?
Yeah.
And when I say garbage, and I mean it respectfully, man. Like I hope people understand. Like I'm one of the biggest Mac Miller fans.
Yeah.
Do you know that I openly treated Mac Miller's life back in the day when he was like making? I used to like, okay, I wouldn't treat his life, but I would definitely belittle what he really was. And calling him a frat rapper and things like that.
Yeah.
When that is not the fucking case at all. And I say that with an open heart. Like, don't kill me. Like, I love, dude, I listened to like 5 to like a week's worth of Mac Miller in a year. That's what my Spotify tells me. Like, I love this nigga. He is amazing. He's a Capricorn twin. He is a gift to heaven, bro. He is up there making the most beautiful music. And I sometimes want to beat the shit out of myself because of the way I looked at him and thinking I even knew what the fuck his music was without even fucking listening to it. I just dismissed him.
Why do you think you hated it so much?
It's not that I hated it. If there was any hatred towards it, it was because I'm listening to kids and even slightly Blue Slide Park and thinking like, why is it, I think it was just like a bitch made ass envy, like a hoe ass, bitch made ass. Like there's no like excuse for it. Like you are not a man kind of feeling. Like I was a bitch about it. And that was with a lot of people's music. A lot of people's. X is another one. I have X tatted on my arm. Like he's another one that I completely dismissed. Whereas him and Mac are two of my biggest inspirations.
Wow, but you were dismissing them at the time that
of
they were,
them
like,
being
in
alive,
their
and
prime.
even when they died, not to say like I was happy they died, but I was like, oh, whatever, like that sucks.
Yeah.
Like rest in peace. Not that it didn't matter, but I guess the point I'm trying to make is how important and special they are to me. And let me tell you, it was years after their deaths. I'm talking about I fell in love with Mac Miller in like 2022.
Yeah.
I fell in love with X in like 2021, 2020, like 2020, something like that.
Why did that change?
I think it was growing up. I had this, like I said, I was a fake old head. Like Eminem, rap, lyrical. You listen to Tech 9 and shit like that. I mean, I didn't really like Tech 9 that much. I was just very close-minded.
Someone once said to me, and I'll never ever forget it. It was Evil Rico. He's a photographer, and he said to me that rap is going through what rock music went through in like the 60s, where it got separated into a bunch of different genres.
Yeah.
But like we don't look at it properly. We just call it all rap.
Yes. And that's why I don't like telling people I rap, because they're like,
I'm
block trap.
I'm the same way.
Drill music. It's like, no. It's like, trust me. It's like
I say musician. I always say musician.
I still say rapper because I gotta like stand by my pride.
Yeah.
But it is a hard pill to swallow sometimes when you're telling people and they automatically just like, but hey, what do I expect?
They think whatever
I
rap
automatically
is.
dismiss people. That's what I did with Mac.
Yeah.
Because I had my idea of rap. First of all, my idea of rap was completely wrong. And that's why what he says is right, because it took me so long to figure that out. What changed was taking psychedelics and stop being just a closed-minded dick.
Yeah.
I was so angry at myself and the world and everything that happened to me as a kid that I was too stubborn to realize that everybody else has a life story, has art, has something to tell you. And if you just fucking listen, it might be not only inspiring, but life-changing. Like some of this music was for me.
Wow. I mean,
I found X and Mac at a time I found, acid and shrooms and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you need a psychedelic awakening. It was something that fucking helped me. It was something that and you know what I'm saying? It's like
I think you need a spiritual awakening, and psychedelics are one of the things that bring people to such things. But there's all kinds of ways there, I do think the spiritual awakening is important.
Sometimes I think about what my music would have been like
if you
had I would have been
that.
listening to fucking watching movies with the sound off is one of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
Good AM is one of my favorite albums. All of his albums are one of my favorite albums. Mine is I never really got behind Kids, and like I love it and I listen to it and all that shit just because it's like he's gone, man. You know what I mean? And it's and I don't even deserve to feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? But He's gone, and that sucks. And like listening to him as a kid and seeing that shit, bro, this motherfucker's been doing things.
It's crazy to think.
God bless him.
To put it in perspective too. I mean, we're about the same age. He was our age when he passed away, and he
fucking 92. So I was born. He's 5 years older. You know what I mean? He'd been 33 right now.
Yeah, and just the amount he accomplished by that age, and the people he worked with,
the shit he did. Look at his albums. He's the reason I grabbed a piano. Like that. If there's one motherfucker I'm healthily jealous of and that keeps me going, it's him, bro.
It's funny to me because I never really listened to him that much until right before. I can't even remember if it was before or after he passed away. I think it was right before, and then I was like, oh shit, and then I listened to him a lot more after. But it's just strange because tonally the types of things he does are things I would think I would do. Like it's
That's
very.
What I'm saying.
I identify with him a lot more than I identify with a lot of artists.
And I wish I knew that growing up because I was like, dude, my dumb ass was listening to Shady XV.
Yeah.
March Mathers LP2, I stand by. That was a good album.
I like that album.
That was a good album.
I agree with
I mean,
you.
it wasn't great, but it was good. It was good.
I mean,
Relapse.
Yeah.
Great album.
Yeah.
That was a great album. I don't care what you say.
Relapse looking like I listened to it again recently and I hadn't heard it in so long and I was like, this is so much better
That's
than
what
I
I'm
remember.
saying, dude. Because I used to listen to it with my cousin while we were playing Blackout. Because remember back in the day we had the 360, you could play music instead of listening to whatever game you were playing, and we would be playing the Relapse album over and over, and I loved it. Then I grew out of Eminem completely, and I started, I still listen to his shit. I listened to all the latest albums, the Death of Slim Shady and all that shit, and I can find what I like in anything now because I'm not a fucking jagoff. But and grow the fuck up if you are. Like just try to find something. Isn't it easier and better feeling to find something good about a situation you're not really liking than to just fucking, bathe in your dirty, sweaty sorrows? Anyway, yeah.
Well, I mean, I always think that when I even hear like a bad song or see something bad, I'm like, well, at least this reminds me that I have standards and I have something I like, and this is not it. You just gotta find the good in that. Like, even if you really don't like it, why don't you like it? Like, what is the better thing? I don't know. I think what's odd about it too is it's kind of like an odd projection. Like it's a projection of yourself, and that's kind of why the psychedelics would help you to see that. But there's other things that could. But I mean, you have to see that you're projecting. You have to understand that,
ego, man.
Yeah. I mean, well, at least you have to. I don't think your ego ever truly dies.
No, never.
But I think what's interesting is it's kind of reborn. Like you get a different feeling.
There you go.
Of it after.
Because you're not. The second you say your ego died, no, it didn't.
You can't
the fact
go away.
That you even said that, and it doesn't go away. You just say, I don't know how to help.
Sometimes you need a new you
just have to be able to check it.
Yeah.
Like knowing it's there.
Yeah.
And sometimes realizing when it's getting too out of hand.
Been too long, I don't think I could face it. In the corner with my mask on. What's the story? It did do no good to waste it. 30 seconds till